Can Nate Diaz get a surprise title shot against Kamaru Usman? Because they've been exchanging barbs on Twitter. Obviously, this fight would make the UFC a boatload of money. This would be, they would be printing money if they made this fight. And man, imagine if Nate Diaz actually won. But the word out of the Kamaru Usman camp right now is they don't think Covington deserves a title shot yet. They don't think he's proven himself or done enough, beating Tyron Woodley to get another shot at the belt, even though he's more than likely the guy that can give Kamaru Usman the hardest test out of the current contenders right now. Of course, waiting to see how Wonderboy and Gilbert and Burns goes, so we're going to have to wait and see about that UFC 264. But do you think this is like something that actually has a chance of happening, and do you want to see it?
Does it have a chance of happening? Yes. Does it have a big chance of happening? No, I don't think it has a very big chance of happening at all. I think it's just talk. Kamaru's kind of a clown for even, having this discussion, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It should be the top contenders, not line them up, knock them out. I mean, Nate Diaz literally just lost to Leon Edwards. Love the guy. I'm probably one of his biggest fans, but I mean, come on, what are we doing here? These are UFC contracts. Nothing else gets written into them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to call the shots around here. And I don't know who him and Ali think he is, but I mean, which champion's going out there and calling his shots? Like who? I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And Ngannou just got an interim title made about it. So I mean, if Kamaru thinks this is how he's going to go about, and all respect to that guy because he has taken a lot of really tough fights lately in a row.
Yes.
So I love that, but just this Nate Diaz talk needs to stop. I mean, he needed to win that in order to deserve that fight because Kamaru is the champ. He needs to act like it.
Oh, he beat Leon Edwards. Yes, you make this fight yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. But he lost, and he lost rather convincingly. He had one good moment towards the end of the fight. So, no, I don't think there's a good shot of it happening. If it does happen, am I going to complain about it? Absolutely not. So, there you go.
Right.
I just would rather Kamaru not be the one leading this conversation.
Yeah, it's a little weird from him to do that, but of course he's probably going for, if you want to call it, the green panty night, which just doesn't sound okay. But I could
nasty.
see what, right? The best fight that you can make for Nate Diaz is that you keep your fingers crossed that Dustin Poirier wins the trilogy so you can do the trilogy between Diaz and McGregor, because that probably be more hyped than a fight with Kamaru Usman at this point. Oh, I want that trilogy, and I want it now. I really do hope that Dustin Poirier. If we're legitimate UFC fans, we kind of need Dustin Poirier to win a UFC 264. So he's the rightful owner of a title shot against.
Best man wins every time. We don't need anything from anyone.
Whoever
shows up the best that night is going to be the guy, and they're going to get the title shot, and it's history from there. And that fight with Nate Diaz is always going to be there, and they're always going to want to fight each other, and they have the perfect styles to match up and fight each other. Yeah. So I mean, whatevs.
Fair enough to me.